Ladies and gentlemen, young and old, welcome to this Wreaths Across America celebration. We are gathered here today in this memorial site and memorial sites across America at the same time to remember that we are one nation with one flag. This ceremony is conducted simultaneously with wreath-laying ceremonies throughout the United States and at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier in Arlington, Virginia. We are all proud to be Americans that live in a free society made up of many people, many races, and from many walks of life. The freedoms we enjoy today have not come without a price. Lying here before and behind us in the ceremonies throughout this nation are men and women who have given their lives so that we may live in freedom and without fear. We can worship as we see fit. We can raise our children to believe as we do. We can travel from one end of this great nation to the other without having to ask permission. We are free to vote for whomever we feel we should have in office, and we answer to no one but our own feelings. We have the right to succeed or fail or whatever endeavor we wish to pursue. The United States of America was founded on these ideals of freedom, justice, and equality. Our nation stands as a shining beacon of liberty and freedom to the world. We thank those who gave their lives to keep us free, and we shall not forget you. We shall remember. Today, many of you here are veterans of wars and conflicts in America that engaged in the fight to protect the innocent and the oppressed. America has always been the first nation to stand up for freedom of people throughout the world. Many of you here today have answered the call and served your country well. We are here today to say thank you, and we are honored to know you. There are many men and women serving today in all branches of the military, here and at home, and in places far away that most of us have never heard of. These men and women are part of the best trained, best equipped force in the world. We honor them and their families for the sacrifices they make each day to keep our country safe from terrorism, hatred, and injustice that plague the world. When you see a veteran or an active duty member of the armed services, take a moment to say thank you. We owe them for our way of life. That would be a moment of your time well worthwhile. Quoting our 40th President of the United States, freedom is never more than one generation away from extinction. We did not pass it on to our children in the bloodstream. It must be fought for, protected, and handed on to them to do the same. Or one day we will spend our sunset years telling our children and our children's children what it was like in the United States when men were free. That was Ronald Reagan. Before you have we placed wreaths to represent each branch of the service as well as the Coast Guard and Merchant Marine. And the last wreath represents the 93,126 servicemen and women whose last known status was either prisoner of war or missing in action. These individuals never returned to their families. We shall not forget you. Color Guard, present arms. Ladies and gentlemen, please join with me in a moment of silence to remember the fallen, the prisoners of war, and missing in action, to honor those who have served and are serving this great nation. Color Guard, hauteur, arms. The wreaths before you represent our commitment to the United States of America's fallen. We also want these holiday wreaths to symbolize our respect to those who have served and are serving the armed forces of a great nation, to their families who endure the sacrifices every day on our behalf, to our children and the young members present. We want you to understand that freedoms you enjoy today have not been free, but have come with a cost that someday you may have to pay yourself. As a nation standing together, we can defeat terrorism, hatred, and injustice. Thanks to our veterans, we have the freedom to do just that. Please join us after the ceremony and help place wreaths by the grave sites at every other one here in this grave. yard. And then when we go over to Fort Missoula, you're welcome to join us there again as we do the same. We encourage everybody to just be very careful this afternoon in the morning, because it's very cold out here, as you know. Watch yourselves when you're in the snow. Keep your feet as dry as you can, and watch your hands and faces and everything else, and try to keep yourself